Infected by Martin Sargent is brought to you by the Olive Garden, home of the never-ending salads. Food has always been celebrated in Italy. The Romans were famous for their lavish feasts and salads. Now you can enjoy the same at the Olive Garden.
Did Romans really eat that much salad?
Gee, here comes the waiter. More salads? The Olive Garden. When you're here, you're going to have to eat an assload of salads.
I think Joey was in my house last night. I'm a deep sleeper, always have been. Some have said to be able to set their watch to the rhythmic rise and fall of my chest as I slumber. So that's why I can't be sure if Joey was in my house last night, but there was a telltale clue, an artifact of Joey's passing. When I woke up, on my bedside table, I found the delicate sun-bleached skeletal remains of a citral finch. Its fluted bones had been perfectly restored and glued together, making it appear as if it were lighting out of thin air onto the snooze button of my alarm clock for a little rest. And that's why I think Joey was in my house last night. I think he lives in the walls.
Infected.
Hey there, and welcome to Infected, by far the most influential listened-to podcast on internet. I'm podcasting's Martin Sargent. Hey, if you have a technology question, maybe you can't get your hard drive to work, or you want a little advice on what portable MP3 player to buy, well, you are fucked. See, we don't answer tech questions on this show. Unless, of course, your question has to do with where on internet to find a JPEG of a Malaysian man getting a hand job from a tiny rhesus monkey. We can probably help you with that.
Yep.
If you're still confused about what this show is about, let me condense it into one grammatically incorrect sentence. This show is a waste of time about wasting time surfing the internet wastelands. Wasted.
That's a lot of waste.
I'm drinking tonight with my pals Joey and the Gator. What's up, pals?
What's up, Martin? How you doing, buddy?
What did you guys think about all that hate mail? All that freaking hate mail we got after the big premiere episode of Infected.
I was a little bit shocked.
I was a little bit shocked too, but I don't know if I was that shocked. But apparently people thought that they were going to hear some cogent, informed discussions about technology, and that is precisely what they did not get. But having been out of the public eye for a while, I had actually forgotten that I was so deeply hated.
I've never been in the public eye, and apparently I'm deeply hated as well.
You got quite a you got your share of hate mail, Gator, directed directly at you.
You know, I've been hated all my life, and I'm used to it. And if any of you computer-using bastards wants to come get a piece of the Gator, you know where to find me. I'll be on my porch sitting there with a hatchet.
There's one guy, talk about haters, and let me tell you, by the looks of him, I looked at his blog. He's a fat, dopey fuck. He actually took the time to post about how badly he hated the show on like 8 different places on the internet. 8 different Why would anyone go to such lengths to express their hatred? Why would anyone do something like that?
He must really hate you.
He must really hate, but I hate things. I hate things. I might go to McDonald's. I'll get like a fish witch or whatever the hell they call it there. I don't like it. I don't write Ronald McDonald hate mail.
I do all the time, actually. I spend a great deal of time writing hate mail to Ronald McDonald, but that's beside the point. Anyway, there was a wise man once said that it's not the critic who counts, it's the man who gets into the ring, who sweats and toils and does all that kind of stuff. I think Matt Lauer said that.
Let me tell you what this fat dopey fuck said. This is directly from his blog. Martin Sargent, language warning on that link, thanks, is at it again. Martin Sargent is at it again. He was the host of such shows as Unscrewed on the old Tech TV. I know he's a technology guy, and I was not a fan of Unscrewed, but I thought I would check out his new podcast, Infected. Well, I feel infected now. It was so bad. And let me say, I'm so bad, he took the time not only to italicize it, but also to bold it and put it all in uppercase. That's some good skills right there. That's some good word processing skills, you fat dopey fuck. Let me continue. Probably the worst 36 minutes of audio-only content I have ever witnessed, without exaggeration.
How do you witness audio-only content?
Audio? Can I get a witness?
Auditorial witness.
From the crude humor and very foul language to the fake and very dumb Olive Garden commercials to the story about a guy doing something I won't even mention. Blah, 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 blah. He goes on for like 8 paragraphs about how much he hated this shit.
Those Olive Garden commercials are real.
They are real. Why are you dissing the sponsors, fat fuck? Listen, fats, if you don't like it, don't listen to it. Why don't you pop another Creed album into the CD player instead? Because that band sounds fucking awesome when you rip open your 3rd bag of Cooler Ranch Doritos.
You know, when I was a child, my dad used to take me out behind our barn. He used to make me drink a whole bottle of peach schnapps, and he would just start beating the crap out of me. And one day, I fought back, and I beat him with a post hole digger, about within a half inch of his life. And I don't know where that's going, except for if it's just I'm ready. I'm fighting mad. I'm ready to do this damn podcast, and I'm not going to shut up. I don't care if you like the Gator or not. That's too bad. Martin, take it away.
All right, let's get into it. Why don't we get right started with checking the high-tech, top-tech news ticker. Our first story tonight. Well, it turns out those hot chicks you see on the internet dating sites, frauds. They are planted there by the site operators to get pathetic bastards like you and me to spend money to sign up.
That's true.
It's true. It's the BBC, the English, they don't lie. Read it on the BBC. They say Match.com has been accused of sending bogus emails to clients and using their own staff to attend some dates. The practice known as date bait.
Date bait.
Date bait. I've heard of date rape, but date bait. A separate lawsuit involves Yahoo's personal service. Match.com denies the allegations, but is not commenting on the pending litigation. Yahoo has not made any comment on the case.
Typical of Yahoo.
Is this really news that internet dating is bullshit?
Well, as a person who's only ever internet dated, I can say, yeah, it pretty much sucks.
Well, let me tell you something. Match.com or any one of those other things, no different than eBay. All you are doing is bidding on women. It is a fuck auction. See, some hotshot tells the girl he's got an MBA and a timeshare in Aspen, and you've got to outbid him with your published novel and volunteer work, digging wells in Ghana, or whatever the fuck else you want to lie about. And, you know, you ever win one of those eBay auctions for something you think is going to be really cool, and it shows up and it's all dinged up and crappy? Well, same thing can happen on an internet date, except you've got to sit across from it at a bar for 2 hours.
Tell me about it. I got so drunk up once. I went on an internet date with Joey. It took me 2 hours to realize what was going on.
Joey ain't a woman. Here's the thing. Because that photo she put up there, 100% guaranteed, it is the single best motherfucking picture that has ever been taken of her in her life. And beyond that, she has obsessively photoshopped out every imperfection. I mean, the lazy eye, the pitted skin. This one time I went out with this girl, she looked smoking hot online. But then I met her in person. I swear to Christ, she had tusks.
Tusks?
So you make these errors when you internet date drunk. You overlook the obvious. Chick might be honest. Chick might be real honest and say, I have a dead baby arm growing out of my forehead. But you're drunk, man. And she's also got one of those upper ass tattoos and claims to be ready to party. Well, after 5 mugs of wild turkey, you email her. She's looking pretty good, so you email her. You think you might at least get a reach around from that dead baby arm. You wake up the next morning, drool on the keyboard, QWERTY keypad marks on your cheek, and Sassy Angel 67 has emailed you back. But your Yahoo Mail is all like, you've exceeded your 200 megabyte limit because she's so fucking fat. Athletic build. That's a red flag right there. And they say athletic build, that is bullshit.
Big boned, heavy. Bullshit. You're fat.
You are a fucking fattest. I don't care if you got an upper ass tattoo. It's fucking bullseye. That's what they ought to call them. Fucking bullseye for the old Sarge stick to. Whatever, man. To each your own. If you want to do it, go out and internet date. I guess it works for some people. But me, when it comes to sex and the internet, I'm sticking to porn, man. I've got to open up a box of Lunchables for Joey so he doesn't get cranky.
Lunchables are very good food. I ate those for 2 years once only. Lunchables. I feed them to my son, Toby.
We'll be right back.
Infected by Martin Sargent, brought to you by the Olive Garden, home of the never-ending salads.
Oh, sweet Christ. I don't think I can eat any more salads. Honey, what are we gonna do?
Hi, ready for more salads?
Oh, fuck.
The Olive Garden, a shitstorm of salads.
Infected.
And welcome back to Infected. So, Joey's been drinking Pepsi all night. Joey loves Pepsi. He drinks it right out of the 2-liter bottle. I have a bunch of glasses in my house. He refuses it. He likes to drink it right out of the 2-liter. Anyway, he's been drinking it all night long. And during the break,
Joey also had some Mellow Yellow earlier, too. I saw him do that. He guzzled it out of a big old cup.
Joey's always drinking the most highly caffeinated beverages he can get his hands on, and he drinks a lot of it. And during the break, Joey goes in the bathroom. I live in a small house. It's right there. Joey goes to take a pee. Said he had to go real bad. He ran off. He just ran to the bathroom. The thing is, all that we could hear were a few little dribbles. It was like it sounded as if a baby bird was chirping in my bathroom.
I think Joey's got a problem with that.
I do. Joey? What's Joey? Yeah.
You guys are within earshot. How am I supposed to go when you guys can hear me piss?
You have trouble. You have trouble peeing when other people can hear you.
Joey might have shy pee.
You're not alone, Joe. A lot of people have shy pee. In fact, a BBC article reports that some 4 million people in the United Kingdom, that's a small little island, 4 million people there,
Tiny little place,
are unable to urinate in public toilets because of a social phobia commonly called shy pee.
That's why I have a leg bag.
This condition, they say, is caused by feelings of guilt, shame, or embarrassment about urinating in public. And the British Psychological Society said many were reluctant to face the issue. Professor Alex Gardner, who specializes in not being able to pee, said, "We need everyone to be more open about this. People are reluctant to even speak to their families about it."
That Alex Gardner's an asshole.
Can you imagine? You know.
Well, not really.
Of course, you can't speak to you. go up to your dad. You're 35 years old. Hey, Dad, I got to tell you something. Oh my God, my son is gay. No, I'm not gay. I can't pee.
I've got shy pee.
I've got shy. But
pee.
The professor continues. But it can destroy lives. People have left their jobs because of it. Are you serious? I mean, does that work? Can I get workers' comp because I can't initiate a stream in the workplace?
If you can, I need to know about it.
Yeah, that is not a bad scam, man. Because, I used to work in a factory, and I was just, praying that somebody was going to drop, a big old crate on me so I wouldn't have to show up at work the next day. I'll be able to get workers' comp. That's not a bad scam. Oh, I can't pee. Let's go. I'm going to go to the HR department because I can't pee.
What's it called?
The condition is called paruresis. That's Paruresis. And there's a support group for people like Joey on the internet at paruresis.org.
I've got that. I swear. Well, mine comes from the fact that when I was a child and I used to have to pee, my mom would put a clothespin on my unit and make me stand in a cold bucket of water. And she would hurl insults at me and pinch my nipples. But that, I don't know if that's normal or not. I thought it was normal type of thing, but it gave me a little bit of shy pee. Mm. But anyway.
Gator, okay, so you got the shy. Let me ask you a question. Everyone else out there, they say 7% of Americans have shy pee, can't pee in public. Even when people come over to their house, they can't pee. If they have guests over their house, they can't pee. Let me tell you, all you shy peers out there, why don't you just sit down and poo? When's the last time you dropped a deuce? Call. You dropped a deuce when the pee didn't flow freely as well.
You drop a deuce, you're going to pee.
You sit down and you poo.
And if you can't drop a deuce, well, you should stick a wooden spoon up your ass or something, and then you'll poo too.
What? What did your mother do to you, man?
I don't know. She was a wonderful woman.
All right, story.
She only had 3 fingers. Well, she was a good woman. But go ahead with this Shy P story. I'll talk about her later.
All right, story. This weekend, Thanksgiving weekend, my family came into town, and it was the first time that they were going to meet my girlfriend's family, and also my best friend Diamond up in San Francisco, Nick McNubbin's old roommate.
I love that Diamond.
He's a good guy. Diamond's a good guy. He's dating my girlfriend's younger sister. So it was this whole crazy bunch of people coming down, all meeting for the first time. And my girlfriend's mother, God bless her, wanted to show everyone a good time. So she rents something called a Duffy boat. And it's this little boat. If you've ever been on Pirates of the Caribbean at Disneyland, it's like a boat like that, but it's not on a track. It's an actual free boat that you can actually drive around. You rent them down in Newport Harbor, which is like this tawny port down here. It's like all the rich people live. And you rent this little boat and you cruise around and you see all the rich people's houses. Well, the thing is, you're out there for about 2 hours. And you're drinking beer. I was all canned up on beer. I drank a lot more beer than anyone else in the family.
It's called those Duffy boats, right?
Duffy boat, yeah.
I used to drive those when I would case joints back in the day.
Is that right?
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah. Anyway, they don't have no bathrooms on these Duffy boats. So we're out there, we're looking at seals and shit like that, looking at rich people's houses. Well, I'm out there for about an hour and a half. I gotta drizzle the Sarge stick real bad. So I hang off the side of the boat. And the whole family, first time I've ever met any of these people, except for my family, they're watching, they're taking pictures, they're all laughing, they're watching the kid take a piss off the side of the boat. This big yacht goes by, they're snapping pictures, they're catcalling me. The point of the story is I could fucking piss. That piss hit that water so hard, like I see seagulls swooping by and they're like wiping their eyes with their wings because they're getting splashed with it.
You're like a Sir Mix-a-Lot song. There's like a deep sound coming down when Martin Sargent pees off a Duffy boat.
My question is, it's funny how Joey seems to have a problem with peeing in public, yet he seems to have no aversion with masturbating in public.
I don't know. That's a weird thing because I've seen him do it a lot.
He does it. We'll go anywhere.
He just tucks into his little trench coat right on the corner.
Just start flapping away. There's Joey again. I was at the post office once.
I've seen Joey wash himself in a fountain, like a little bird. He just tucks in and just flips away, and he's clean. Cleans himself off.
Anyway, let's shift gears. We're, of course, broadcasting from Los Angeles, the Stardust Rodeo, the Big Glitter Bowl. So we thought it was incumbent upon us to include an entertainment report in the podcast. Sadly, we had a terrible time finding anyone in Hollywood to agree to be our entertainment reporter. Why? I don't know. Even Steve Kometko said no.
Did Billy Bush, did you talk to him?
Didn't get to Billy Bush. It was a good thought. But, then this Filipino dude I met while I was fishing out on the pier suggested a guy who used to be an entertainment reporter in the 70s until he was forced to give it up on account of a very serious alcohol problem. Whereupon he went into his home in Laurel Canyon and was never heard from again until now.
I wonder if he's a shy peer as well. I doubt it.
Billy Bush?
No.
I bet Billy Bush can't pee.
Well, you never know about Billy Bush. He's
Steve Kometko. I bet he can.
He's a national treasure. But, who's this new reporter that you found?
Well, here he is. Here's our new entertainment report. It's called View from the Canyon, from the once great until recently believed dead Johnny O'Banion. Johnny?
And welcome to View from the Canyon with Johnny O'Banion. Thank you very much. This is Johnny O'Banion coming to you live from the tippity top of lovely Laurel Canyon, Los Angeles, California, with all the entertainment news that you ever need to know. Now, first off, the story everybody's talking about, Robert Blake. Did he shoot Bonnie Blakely? The criminal trial said no, but the civil trial said yes. Now, I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I'm an entertainment reporter, but what I can tell you about Robert Blake is this. Back in the 70s, we used to fuck. Okay, too hot to print. Now, moving on to the story, everybody really wants to know about the shapeshifter. There's a shapeshifter roaming Laurel Canyon. I've seen it myself. It hangs out in trees, jumps down, tears down people's throats. Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible. It's not pretty, but it's a fact, and that is the view from the canyon. So last night, hanging out behind the casa, I hear something shivering around up on the ridgetop. So I take out the old Remington, fire a couple rounds up there, and I hit something. I hear the thump, 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 bullets hitting flesh. But wasn't the shapeshift? I'm afraid not, ladies and gentlemen. It was little action director known as George Clooney. He was up there on the ridgetop gathering up some sage for a chicken rub, apparently for one of his famous celebrity barbecues. And the little prankster took some rounds from Remington, as I said. But no, I'm done. He didn't die. I ran him onto the ridgetop, found out who it was, threw him in the Fiat, drove him down to the Laurel Canyon Country Store. We had some red wine, passed him up real nice, so everything's groovy. And that is the view from the canyon with Johnny O'Banion. Thanks for listening.
Infected by Martin Sargent is brought to you by the Olive Garden, home of the never-ending salads. Go on, finish it!
Leave him alone! He can't eat any more salad!
Get that fucking crouton in your mouth right now!
Please.
The Olive Garden, where we face fuck you with salads.
Infected.
Infected.
Welcome back to Infected. So we've got time for one more check of the high-tech tech news tick-out. What do you guys think? What news story do you think we should cover? We got a whole bunch from here. Woman in India gets eye eaten by ants.
That's kind of depressing.
No. How about more python attacks?
Python attacks? No. I mean, we've done...
Boring. There's enough of that. Hospitals demand longer needles because Americans' asses are too fat.
It's kind of funny, but...
Also depressing. This is a good one, though. Apropos, actually, now that we live in Los Angeles, you guys have used the Google Maps. You know, they use the satellite technology. You can hone in on your house.
Great
beautiful
maps.
picture. Well, turns out there are endless reconstructs, hacks, you might say, of the Google Map technology. And now there's one for maps to the stars' homes. Celebrity-maps.com uses Google Maps to show you where all of your fabulous celebrities reside when they're not playing Baccarat in Monte Carlo or adopting babies in Ethiopia.
You gotta be kidding me.
No, I'm serious. Hundreds of celebrity homes are on there, though mine is not. See, my home is not listed. Apparently the satellites cannot penetrate the 105 freeway. See, I live in a ramshackle apartment built underneath the 105 freeway. It might be the earthquake retrofit.
Exactly. It's a lot of concrete. You can't really see right through that. But your house is still wonderful. It's a good place to meet.
You want to give this thing a whirl?
Let's do it.
The Google celebrity mapping?
Sure.
All right. What celebrity you want? Who do you want to kick it off?
I
with?
want
What celebrity
Joey.
you
If you're asking me, I want Joe to tap in my favorite celebrity, Matthew McConaughey.
McConaughey, our most luscious celebrity, according to People Magazine, the world's most beautiful man. McConaughey.
The sexiest man.
The sexiest man in the world. Joey's tapping in right now, and here it comes up. It looks like it's in the canyon. It's in Laurel Canyon. Very rustic looking. I hope Johnny O'Banion doesn't pop him like he did George Clooney.
I saw Matthew McConaughey in a Starbucks the other day, and he was shirtless. He was jean jamming in the back room with one of the employees. I don't know. Exactly.
Whoa, Joe, you get it. Look at all those
shit,
funny
you can
plants.
totally see that.
Look at all those funny plants in his backyard.
I think they're boxwoods.
Those boxwoods have 8 leaves like that?
I don't know. I'm not trying to incriminate Matthew McConaughey, but
he's a drug addict.
He does smoke a lot of pot.
I believe that Matthew McConaughey
he's
has
a
very
real hotbed.
sizable drug farm going on in his backyard.
He's a hotbed. Let's
drive over there right now and harvest. This is harvest time. I bet there's some sicky red buds going on in Matthew McConaughey's backyard.
Hang him up backwards.
All right, okay, enough of that. Who do you want to do next? How about
Tom Sizemore.
Tom Sizemore. Good. Put it in. All right, here we go. There's Alicia Silverstone, Neil Simon, Frank Sinatra. Aren't they all dead?
Yeah, I think so.
I believe
Except for
so.
Alicia Silverstone.
No, I'm fairly certain I stuffed her in my trunk about a year ago. There he is, Tom Sizemore. Alphabetical order. Okay, click the link, Joey. Calculating. Isn't that Santa Monica Pier?
I believe it is.
You know, I knew that Tom Sizemore was on Hard Times and all, but does he live under the pier?
I thought he lived in a trailer where he had sex with a lot of prostitutes and recorded it for the internet.
Well, that would be cool if that was true, but
I think it is.
According to the Google
But
celebrity maps, he lives underneath the Santa Monica Pier.
I think Google Maps might be so high tech they recalculated, and now he's under the Santa Monica Pier. That's, but we've all been there. I've slept there quite a few times. I've never seen Tom Sizemore.
I think Joey had sex with Tom Sizemore underneath the Santa Monica Pier.
I think I saw that on the internet.
Yeah, we got time for one more. All right, Joey, this is your call. Who you want to do?
The Crow.
The Crow?
Russell Crowe?
Russell Crowe. Master and Commander himself, Russell Crowe? I would love that. Type him in, Russell Crowe.
He is a beautiful man.
He is a wonderful actor. I wish
so
he was
fiery.
American. He's got quite, he's the fiery. Wow. Look at that spread. Spacious Beverly Hills estate. Look at that. What do you think the square footage on that is?
I think he's hacking apart a gardener in the back.
Jesus, I'm fairly certain that is a bloodied, severely wounded gardener lying motionless in his backyard.
Have no fear. Russell Crowe's going to have that thing tucked away. He's going to have it buried, and he will pay any damages. It's going to be fine.
All right, that's enough.
Posterity.
Hollywood is depressing. Anyway,
CelebrityMaps.com.
Celebrity-maps.com.
Dashmaps.com.
If you want to peer into the lives of people far greater than you'll ever be.
Like Russell Crowe.
Well, that's all the time we have for
Martin, can you read at the blog? A funny blog like you used to do on Screwed?
Well, I guess we have time for a little blog reading. Let me just log on to LiveJournal and see what comes up. Here we go. December 1st. Dear Blog. Hi. Today we had school, unfortunately, but it was fun. Math. Sub. Me and Brandon were hitting each other with our pencil. It was funny. And then Leah's like, what the are you guys doing? Then we started hitting other people. Laughing my ass off. Had to be there. Technology. A test. I think I failed that. And then me and Tyler started our essay on crossbows. I can't wait until we actually make one. That is going to be so cool. Science. Laughing my ass off. I tripped in the hallway going to class, and then I went into the wrong room. I was almost late. English. I took Jenny's headphones for English. Laughing my ass off. She had 2 CDs, Black Eyed Peas and Fall Out Boy. Lunch. Like always, it was boring. Lol. Tater tots. Geography. We did our maps. Me and Kevin got in trouble for talking. It was so funny. I have that gay map to finish. It's homework. In between class, I was talking with Jonathan, like my best friend kind of, and then Sean hit him in the balls twice. And then he was like, my balls are numb. That kid is so goddamn funny. Study hall. We watched the movie. It was like really gay and boring. Lol. And then we had to play this 2 truth and 1 lie game. It was kind of fun. People didn't believe me when I said I got hit by a car when I was 3. But really? I did. Lol. And then school ended. Well, that's the podcast. Thanks so much for listening. Can't wait to read your hate mail, you fat virgin fucks.
Martin, you really do have a potty mouth.
We'll see you at the bar.
Infected, brought to you by the Olive Garden. By the way, this podcast is not really meant to be for people that aren't really wanting to be infected. And if you don't want to be infected, then, screw off, because we're just infected. And if you don't want to be infected, then that's just, not right. Because if you're listening at this point, you really do want to be infected. And if you're infected, you're infected. And there's nothing you can do about it. God damn it. And anyway, if anything's all going to be changed about that, it's not going to be changed here tonight. So just listen and just shut the fuck up. Good night.